The left-wing British Pakistani Baroness Saida Wasi has been launching a massive attack on our Home Secretary Suella Braverman because she wants to protect our borders. At the same time, Wasi herself has been accused of sharing a platform with Antisemites. This is a definition of toxic political mentality that we have in this country. Some of you might have forgotten who she is, but this face is Saida Wasi. She was actually, for about 2 years, the chairman of the Conservative Party, the Conservative and Unionist Party. David Cameron made her Tory chairman because of virtue signalling. They're like, oh, well, we got a woman, we got a British Pakistani, she's a Muslim. So this is modern Tory party. Everything's perfect. She was the worst, one of the worst Tory chairmen that we had in history, up to a point where in 2012, even David Cameron had to get rid of her and replace her with Grant Shapps. Grant Shapps was better than Saida Wasi. Actually, Grant Shapps was a very good campaigning Tory chairman. He was the reason that they had a massive campaign machine for the 2015 election, and he did a great job, and there were a lot of controversies around that, by the way. The fallout was very ugly. Having said that, Saida Wasi, who is apparently a Tory, not really, because she spends most of her time attacking conservatism in this country and British values. She's been going out there attacking, criticizing Suella Braverman, saying she's not fit for office. I mean, pot kettle idiot. And then saying, well, how dare Suella Braverman wanted to protect our borders and stop illegal migration and deport foreign criminals. That is such a rude thing to do, Suella. This is absolutely crazy. This woman has criticized the Home Secretary for using racist rhetoric and emboldening racism when announcing policies on small boats crossings and the grooming scandal. She's basically saying, how dare you criticize the grooming scandal? Is it because a lot of them are from Pakistan, basically? I don't understand why everything is about political correctness. We're not completely criticizing every single person with a dark skin color. We're just saying that the whole country is out of control right now. The multiculturalism project has massively failed. It's toxic. We're not saying that you should change your skin color. We're just saying just be British. We can't really afford to bring in more migrants, especially illegally, when we don't even have the public services to protect our people. We don't have the housing to protect our people. And we can't really keep the streets safe with our incompetent police forces. That's a whole different question. Anyway, now, Saida Wasi has now been accused of hanging out with the nutters. Yes, absolutely. This is the Balfour Project. Now, these guys claim to be they claim to be promoting peace and justice and equal rights between Palestine and Israel. They claim to be impartial. We are in the middle. We want to be a referee. It's like when the CCP in China came out and said, we could actually be a good referee moderator between Russia and Ukraine. Yeah, we believe you. Yeah, you have the best of intentions in your heart. Absolutely, China. So these guys, their vision and mission is a lasting peace with justice, security, and equal rights for Palestinians and Israelis alike. And they have an event. They have a conference in central London coming up, which is very exciting, guys. The tickets are now on sale. Balfour Project Conference, Human Rights in Palestine. Ooh. So, only Palestine, not Israel, by the way. Now, this person, one person on this group and panel is Francesca Albanese. Francesca Albanese is a little bit of a hateful character who hates Jewish people, basically. And she came and said, America and Europe, one of them subjugated by the Jewish lobby, and the other by the sense of guilt about the Holocaust. Now, the fascinating thing about this is that there was a massive backlash and outrage. Now, opinions are opinions. People have different opinions, and they have their own views, and everybody needs to be heard. But she's associated with a group that claims to be impartial, claims to be on the side of both Israelis and Palestinians. If you have a pro-Palestinian group saying that, I'm like, fair enough. That makes sense. They have their own theories, they have their own views, and some people would agree with it. Fair enough. Free society, free speech. But you can't have that organization say that and then invite Saida Wasi to be associated with you, and she's still doing it. She's not apologizing. She's not withdrawing her activities from that organization. This part, the so-called Francesca Albanese, the independent, impartial member of this group, they had Congress members in America urging the United Nations to sack her. Now, this whole the controversy around the UN having these bodies has become a massive problem. The United Nations are not impartial. The United Nations are not a professional body to be able to be operating as an independent body, because we've seen their bias every single time. They don't care about actual world conflicts. They only focus on things that, obviously helps the vested interest. And that has always been the case. And we don't know exactly how long it will take for the bubble to burst, but one day it will. And hopefully it won't be as a result of some sort of the end of the world, or some sort of the end of the world order, because that will be even more problematic, because they're going to, some crazies from the far left, they're going to create, and globalist far left, they want to start from scratch. They want to rebuild the world. They want to have their own world order, and it's going to be even more problematic. So ideally, you want to replace it before it gets too late. You want to make sure the whole system in the West, every single country, is reformed before we lose everything that we have, all our values and all our resources. Because there are those out there who want to take advantage of chaos, and they want to rebuild the world as they see it. Now, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. I'm Mahyar Tousi, and we are the media.